Hi viewers, good day. We are Vedas Labs. Here we are going to show you about blockchain and how cryptocurrency works. As we aware, blockchain is decentralized P2P connecting different nodes maintain same copy of transactions without any central server. We can notice many cryptocurrencies came in market by using blockchain concepts. Blockchain uses encryption and decryption hashing algorithms to secure data from hackers. It's very difficult to hack the data. To establish our own crypto coin, we are need to design and develop our cloud architecture by using blockchain methodologies and secure hashing algorithms. It's our CareCoin blockchain module. Here we can observe block size is 0 at initially. We can see any unconfirmed transaction here. Initially it is empty. We can see options API right side of the view. Here we can see list of APIs for create wallet ID, address, start mining and do transactions. Here APIs are classified into four categories: blockchain, operators, node, miners. Blockchain APIs are responsible for no block structures and transactions information. Operator APIs are responsible for create the wallet IDs, addresses, and make the transactions and know the balance. Nodes APIs are responsible for know the peers connectivity. How many peers are connected to our blockchain network? Miners are responsible for start mining. Get our hands dirty to do some work on these APIs. Here our first step is create wallet ID. Go to operators and select create wallet from password. So here we need to give JSON data format. JSON data starts with power place and ends with power place. So we need to give the parameters as like shown right side of the view. So I'm given my email ID vishwanath434@gmail.com and password is given like a ready. After you've given the required parameters, we need to click try out option here. So it will sync with our cloud. So I'm taking the one note here about the create wallet ID. What I have requested here means I have requested the mail ID and password. So I just copy paste it here for our future purpose. And the response what we get here means, so we get the response like a ID and address. Initially address is nil because there is no address created for first time. So the wallet ID is completed. The next step is we need to create the address of wallet. So create new address. Here we need to give the email ID what we have given for the wallet ID creation and the wallet ID. So we are just copying from the node because we are pasted here about the wallet ID. And next I click on try it out. So it creates the new address for the transaction purpose. We can use this address for the transaction. We can make the transaction by using the address. Just writing the parameters what I have sent and what are the data we will get the response from our cloud. So just keep this address as a backup somewhere. We need it in future to do the transactions. So next, so I'm going to check the balance. I'm going to check the balance. So here initially I created the address ID, but let me check the balance what is there at initially. So try it out, and we see no transactions form for this address. Means I created the wallet ID, but I didn't do any transactions. So to do the transactions, I need to do start mining about this address. So we need to give the reward address. Means when you create the address and start mining, we are giving 50 coins as a reward for your address. So I just copy the address what I have get from our cloud, and fee address we can be give in future. Just click on try it out now. So we get the mining response like this, a previous hash and stamp, everything is we get from the cloud. We just copy this on somewhere, right? Just copy the body here and just keep backup somewhere, and the response also copy somewhere, copy in a notepad. So here I'm again going to check the balance. So after I started mining, so let me reuse that address ID and I try it out. So you can see here the 50 balance, means we are given the 50 for initially when you created the address and started mining. Here we can observe the two nodes running on the two different ports. 8080 is one port and 8081 is another port. So we can check the balance from any other port. We did transactions and all in one port, and we are checking the balance in other port. Means it is automatically sync up using the blockchain. Here I am giving the address ID which is created in the 8080 port. I am checking here in 8081 port. Just copy the address and paste here. Try it out. So still we can see the balance here. It means the two ports are interlinked. It is the concept of the blockchain. The two nodes are without any intermediate server. So still we can observe the two different nodes. So here in 8080 port also the same. Next our step is need to do the transaction from one wallet to another wallet. So here the wallet ID. So we need to give the wallet ID of user 1, who is sending the money. See here I already created the same flow. I have used the same flow for the creating another user for the different email ID. It is the user 1 information. So I am sending from user 1 to user 2. So I need to give the parameters like the given in right side of the view. From address, so from which address you are sending the money, and to address to whom you are sending the money. We need to mention that address and amount, how much amount we need to send. and change address, the remaining amount to which account we need to transfer. Defaultly, it will be from address. So here I'm copying from user one address and paste it to from address value. I'm copied user 2 address here, 648B something is started, and the amount I'm going to send the 10 coins. The change address you need to give as same like the from address, means the remaining amount should be transferred back to from address. Try it out. So we can see the transaction is done. We can see the amount to which account it is transferred and how much amount we have it. Just paste somewhere for the future purpose. Changing background color, yeah. So I need to check the balance, how much uh, for the user 1 and how much for the user 2. We will verify here. So I'm giving the user 2 address here. Here the balance is 60, means user 1 transferred $10 to user 2. The balance is 60 now. Let me check the user 1 address also. User 1 address balance also here. Let me check the user 1 address balance. The balance is 39. It means one coin is for the transaction fee. So here let me check the same balance in different port. Here are also same. It means it automatically synced by using blockchain methodologies. So even we delete the data in one node, it will automatically sync from the another node to that node. Here we are checking the user 2 balance information. We can see the updated balance information here. Finally, let us check the blocks, how it is formed. So we can observe we have created the two accounts, the two wallet IDs, the same address. It is we can see the 50 coins is transferred to one address, which is created by us, and also we can observe the one more address which is starts with a 664 CB something is there. We can observe in the block 4 the same address. The block is linked. The transaction, the block 5, it means every address creation and every transaction is stored in a blocks and interlinked between of them. So we can see the transaction of particular transaction based on the transaction ID. We can know the transaction information based on the transaction ID, what we done before. I just copied the transaction ID from our notepad and pasted here, and we can see the information of the transaction. So how much amount is transferred and which account it is transferred, and how much the remaining amount is there. Everything we can see here by using our own cloud. Here, the whole blockchain concept is we run our code in two server systems. One server system is considered the node 1 and the second one is the node 2. So these two nodes are interlinked without any intermediate server. So each transactions and each wallet information is updated in both nodes without any intermediate server. This is the complete blockchain technology we are implemented here. Thanks for watching this video.